Thank you. All right, hi, everybody. Let's start this meeting. So Ezra, she sent me an announcement to tell you all. She is looking for volunteers to explore IVCC open house on Tuesday, November 16th. It's gonna be from 5 to 8-ish. This would be counted towards college service, which I'm not sure exactly what that means. Graceland or Ezra, if you wanted to elaborate on that part. Towards
Yeah, so as you guys are keeping track of your service hours, this is essentially volunteer service to the college, so it's something that you would be able to list. So we might be asking, well, what are you actually, needing us for? And a lot of it is floating, directing students of where to go. You wouldn't be necessarily a campus tour guide, but you would be just helping, welcoming parents and students. A lot of the individuals that are coming on campus will be high school students with their parents. And it'll always be nice to just see friendly faces. There will also be an opportunity if you want to have like a table there to just promote Phi Theta Kappa or just, getting involved. And I think that's really important as students are starting to think about their next steps. So yeah. And if you have an interest in learning how to give a campus tour, we'll always take that and count that towards your service hours as well. So I hope that makes sense as you're continuing on. And obviously it's a great way to talk about, in a scholarship essay or even in interviews, like what have you done to go beyond just, attending class and going to work? What are you doing to service your college or, engage in your university experience, whatever it might be. This is the type of stuff that they're going to want to hear. So I wanted to offer that opportunity. And if you are interested, you don't have to be there the whole time. You can do like an hour, 2 hours, whatever works for your schedule. We are happy to take any volunteers, and you'll just get more updates from us about the event. So email me or let me know today and I can mark you down.
And so that's Tuesday, November 16th from around 5 to 8 o'clock. And she said you don't have to stay there the entire time. If you just make it for an hour, that works too. Anybody off the top of their heads know they want to be there? No.
Is that the 16th? I already signed up for it.
You signed up for it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Is
Okay.
that Emily?
No, it's Kana.
What was the name?
Kana.
Kana?
Oh, Kina. Oh, yeah, she's on the student panel. So, and I think Dylan, are you interested in being on the student panel? I don't know if I touched base with you yet.
Oh, you did ask me about that. That's where I gotta speak in front of a lot of people, right?
Yeah, and it's not just you. It's obviously you'll be with Kana too and some other students. It's like I think 4 or 5 of you. Here I go. I have Harley, which you guys don't know. I have Emmy. I have Dylan with a question mark, Kana, Daisy, and Rachel.
Let me look at my schedule when I get home and I'll let you know. So Tuesday, what time would the panel be?
It's only from 5:30 to 6.
5:30 to 6. I'll let you know about that. I'll send you an email.
All right, Dylan. I hope to make that question mark a non-question mark because look at your name's on here with the question mark.
Yep, I see that.
All right.
Okay, so this Friday, upscale resale. Thank you for everybody who came last time. We have 8 man hours, and if we get 20 total, we get to get that $250 micro grant, which we're going to donate to some sort of organization, like maybe IVAR or PADS, or if any of you know somewhere else that you'd like to donate to, that would be good too. We could possibly even split it up. Who knows? But that's only if we get it. And so we need 12 more man hours. And that's like, 3 people working 4 hours or, 6 people working 2 hours. The more people we have, the easier it's going to be to achieve that. And so we went last Thursday, last Thursday, and now we're going again this Friday. And so what I'm thinking I'm going to do, I think that I'm definitely going to be there. I'll probably be there from maybe 1 to 5, and then whoever wants to come in, stop in, work for maybe 2 hours or less, even if you can just come in for an hour, that'd be great. And I'll be there, to, help out. So can any of you come on Friday anytime between 1 and 5? You don't have to come the entire time, you can just come for an hour and do some work. Can any of you make it then? Ben? And what time did you say you'd wanna come?
I might not be there right at 1, but my last class gets out at 1, so.
Okay, so yeah, like
I-
1:30, 2 o'clock, which is
I
fine.
should be able to stay the whole time.
Yeah, that'd be great. I mean, like I said, the more people that come, the less work we'll individually have to do. So if we can get like, 10 people there, we can jump just like that. So,
If we get 24 people, we only have to stay there half an hour.
that'd be great. Yeah, that'd be perfect. And you said that you
Yeah.
would be able to go now?
Yeah, I will be, yeah.
Okay, and so, 4 hours here, hold on. Yeah, 4 hours, it's 1 till 5, and then you said,
Probably
3 hours. So that's 7, if me and Ben do that, it's already 7 hours. We only need 5 more hours, and you said, you don't feel pressure to stay the entire time. It's up to what you're able to do or what you want to do. If you only have the mental energy to stay for 2 hours, that is valid. So, what time were you, just like a general idea of how many hours we'll have?
Right, I could probably stay the whole time.
So from 1 till 5, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, that's perfect. If everything goes according to plan, which, don't feel pressured if you have something else coming up or something, or you want to leave early, but that's already, like 11 hours built up. And we need 1 more, so either of you are, I know Vidal, you said you can't. Would you be interested in coming?
What is it, and like,
So-
where is it? Sorry.
It is upscale resale in Spring Valley. They're, kind of like a thrift shop. I think they're a nonprofit, like they're like a charity organization, I want to say. And basically, we went last time, me, Sophia, Ben, Eliza, Kelly, and then Graceland, we went there. And pretty much, we just kind of helped wherever we were needed. And so I know at first we were setting up some Christmas trees, setting up decorations, but then she sent us to the back room and some people helped organize the shelves. I built like a little motorcycle that she wanted to put out on the shelf. And there's just all sorts of stuff, basically you're just gonna provide some free retail labor for a bit. But, it's for a good cause. I'm pretty sure they're a nonprofit, and we're gonna get that, if we do get 20 man hours, we get that $250 micro grant, which it's up to us what we want to do with that. We can either keep it all for ourselves or donate it, or, half and half, or whatever we feel like.
So where exactly is it in the, because I live not that close to the IG, like.
We
10,
live,
20 minutes here.
It is in Spring Valley. It's it's like the main road.
St.
Yeah,
Paul.
it's on, oh my gosh, it's St. Paul Street, I'm sorry. I'll check the address, but I know that we shared it in the email. And Dylan was right with the description of it. I know some of it is kind of retail work. So if you guys have done that, time does go by fast when you get to connect with other people and chat with them too. But it's all to kind of clear the space and make way for the toys and the trees that they're going to have auctioning off. And that's kind of how they generate more revenue to be able to donate back to the community. Does that make sense? So we're helping them in their giving back too. So it's very meta.
If we did get this $250 micro grant and we do donate it to some organization, that is something that is very good to be able to say that you did, put it on a scholarship essay. I mean, just the act in itself is good, but it's also a good thing to put down that it's something that you worked at and that you achieved, and that, you were selfless and you donated that you were a part of that. So if you're able to make it, it's up to you, but it's a good thing we're working towards.
Yeah, I'll share what our group did about almost 3 years ago now. But they, during their fundraisers, they at the end of the year ended up donating their money, including the proceeds from the micro grant, to Illinois Valley Pads Shelter, and they have this campaign called the Waking Up with Hope campaign. So it was actually helping sponsor a bed that was going into the expansion of Illinois Valley Pads to allow more spaces for families and children. So it's cool when you see hey, I was part of that. But that's the kind of things that you can think of if there's other organizations that you also want to give back to, that you want to pitch, like, hey, this is put our money towards this, or it's about making those connections and like really networking, building community, and seeing how we can help ourselves.
Yeah. And you just let me know by email if you're not sure right now. Yeah.
Yeah, like we're gonna have to dance here.
Yeah, don't worry about it if you can't make it, don't feel pressured. And anybody in the Zoom meeting or, oh, Grayson, I was looking at the chat. Anybody in the Zoom meeting, you can either say it in the chat right now or just send me an email later if you plan on coming, but the more people we have, the easier it'll be to achieve this. So, and that is this Friday, and I'm going to be there ideally from 1 to 5 the entire time. And whoever does want to come can show up at any point between 1 and 5. You can show up at 2 o'clock and stay till 3, or whatever works best for you. Just if you are going to come at some point between 1 and 5. Sound good? Make sense? Okay. Now, celebration of lights, LaSalle. We all know what that is, right? We've seen that before. We've heard of it.
Kind of like my next reader,
Huh?
I'm guessing.
Oh yeah, you're from Streeter. Yeah, the celebration of lights, sorry, I just assumed. The celebration of lights, it's like the, Christmas lights, big deal. Lots of people go. I actually had emailed the city of LaSalle asking them about it and asking if we could volunteer, because we missed out on it, like, I think last year, because like girls softball beat us. And so I was ahead of the game. I asked them, hey, can you volunteer? And he told me that he'd get back to me, and like we were one of the first people he got back to. And so it's gonna be, he gave us 2 dates. I chose November 18th. So it's gonna be November 18th from 7 till 9. And this is in LaSalle, somewhere over, I don't know exactly where, but 7 to 9. And we're just gonna be volunteering. He said, like, we don't need that many people, but the more the merrier. I think he said, like, I don't know, 3 to 5 people maybe. And I didn't get a response yet, but I asked him if this would be an opportunity for us to collect like donations to like PTK, like, proceeds, like gather money like that. And if it is, we can use that, we can donate that, we can use it for shirts or something like that, but I'm not sure whether or not that's a possibility yet. And that is gonna be November 18th, a Thursday, 7 to 9.
In the morning or at night?
Night, sorry. In the night. 7 to 9 p.m. Do any of you know for sure whether or not you can make it?
I might be able to make that.
If you can't make it the entire time,
Yeah.
like always, it's perfectly fine. You think you'd be able to make it?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, even if we just have 2 people, that's better than, nobody. I'll be there. Ben, you don't know?
Or Thursday afternoons, I'm sorry.
No, it's perfectly fine. Just, yeah, and anybody watching the Zoom meeting, you can either put it in the chat, or if you're watching a recording, you can just send me an email. And if you want to, if you don't know what my email is, you can go. The celebration of lights is in Rotary Park, if any of you know where that is. You can look it up on maps, Rotary Park. And anybody watching the recording, you can go and look at the last email we sent out, or I guess we'll include it in the email for the recording of the meeting. My email will be in there, and you can email me and let me know if you're available. And so that's all, the news I had for today, all the big events coming up. Sophia, did you want to talk about Geneva at all?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't say much about it, just explain what it is,
Yeah, so,
You're fine, you don't need to worry about
Geneva is an app that you can download on your phone, and it has just a bunch of different chat rooms. So you can, like Dylan, he posts like the events that are going on, and you can check if you're going or interested, or kind of like if you have Facebook, you can do things like that and show that you're going. Or there's also like just in different rooms, like there's one that's like announcements or like chat, so you can just type whatever you want to say, and that it's a good way to just keep in touch and keep everything all in one spot.
we already have a lot of people on there. We have like, I think 13 or 14 people now, which is great. Pretty much, we kind of want to, we'll still send out the emails. We just sort of want to move away from that because I know personally with emails, what'll happen is I'll get an email, I'll look at it like, hey, I'll respond to this later. And then it just gets buried under a bunch of other emails. And so if we just had a dedicated platform to, communicate on, say, hey, there's an event this day, who can make it? Because honestly, communicating with email, trying to figure out who can go where, it's just a hassle for everybody. And so, if you could just like press this button saying, I can make it this day, it's so much easier for everyone. So hopefully, we can get as many people on this app as possible. It's for Apple and Android. And so it's a free app. We'll send out an invitation. You know what? Actually, if you go to the last email we sent out for the meeting today, there's gonna be an invitation in there to join the app, join our group on there. We're PT Crew, right?
Right.
Okay, so yeah, just join the app so we can communicate more effectively. I think it's a great thing that we can have a dedicated platform to just that. Did you want to say something, Gracelyn?
Yeah, I just wanted to add, I think it's a beautiful app, and also I know you guys are inundated with apps, but this is kind of a way for, like Dylan said, say today you come out of it and you're like, hey, I'm really interested in Explore IVCC, then you get in the loop, and then our hopes are like you guys get to build a group within there that's like, oh, people volunteering for Explore IVCC or whatever you want to title it, and then so the group talk can be in there, and just so that it's like I know it's hard via text, via email or anything, but this is something that you're like, okay, no, I have time for PTK today. I'm gonna check that and keep on this because I'm really excited about it, or just a way for you to see also who's attending the other events, and yeah, hopefully that helps. I'm thank you so much to Sophia and to Dylan for putting this together, because I think it's great. And question, does anyone here, did anyone here, sorry, and if you have or have not, email me please if you've participated in Model UN in high school. I just have some questions. I'm really interested in, and I've had some questions. Thank you.
Were you looking into bringing that here to IB? A model-
I just had some questions about how they facilitated some of their programs and everything, and see how we could apply it here. Not necessarily that, but just the format. And sorry, it's an education thing in the back of my head. Thank you.
Oh. Okay, that's pretty much everything I had today. I just wanted to say too, the whole Geneva app, that was all Sophia's idea. She really made that happen, thank you so much. It's a great idea. I never heard of that before you mentioned it. But it's like a great platform for us to just communicate on, because it's dedicated to PTK. So that when you get a notification, it's for our group. I mean, unless you're using it for other things, which you might be. But I have snacks and stickers, both for Graceland. So these are little muffin things. I'll just
Thank you, Sophia, for making that chat. I just added something to the announcements for Explore IVCC. So if you are interested, feel free to comment or email me. Thank you.
Thank you.
go ahead and help yourself with the muffin things. Not sure exactly what they're called. Anybody at all? Thank you for coming, Graceland and Ezra.
Oh, Sophia, you can stop by my office afterwards. I have your water bottle still.
Thank you for telling me that.
Thanks, you guys. Let me know if you have any questions, or Grayson.
Have a good day, everyone.
Bye.
Okay.